jet sweep here with Lazard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
Nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Spins by. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bilal Nichols. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Green Bay Packer.
Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Packers add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 68 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Mercedes Lewis. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Chicago.
And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Packers 12.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
made at the 21-yard
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go again to Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie the score at 15 all. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. as we get ready to start the fourth. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And Adams has it. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. To throw is Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Packers' 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Foles. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to...
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Foles. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end